did. I'm gonna have a boatload of fun at all times. I'm playing a game for a living. I come from Jamaica or Africa or wherever you come from. I come from an impoverished country. I'm making more money than I ever thought I was gonna make. I'm good, and I'm gonna enjoy this. Or do you guys go along with the narrative that Joel Embiid needs to get serious or he's gonna be the next Dwight Howard? Personally, I don't think he's going to be the next Dwight Howard. The dude got more game than Dwight Howard ever wanted. I personally believe that Joel Embiid is just having a whole lot of fun. He's, okay, I must have read your mind. I was just going to ask you about DeMar DeRozan. Oh, no. I'm never going to say, I'm not going to go crazy, man. Hell no, he is not on that level. That man is Ricky Pierce, Eddie Johnson, Rolando Blackman. He on that level. Hell no, he's not on that level, man. No. He might be a strong Scottie Pippen. He might be a strong Steve Smith. That man ain't even Ray Allen. I'm sorry, no. He ain't even Scottie Pippen then. He might be a strong Steve Smith. He might be a better Bonzi Wells type dude. Hell no. Oh no. But Joel Embiid, I think he's a very talented player, and I do believe he's one of the reasons that people should watch basketball. But I have a problem, just like this whole issue with LeBron. He moved to LA to make movies. This is 2018. We got FaceTime. We got all this technology. You don't need to sit in somebody's face to make a deal. When you're dealing with the type of cash that LeBron James is dealing with and these other guys, there's enough hours in the day to do whatever the hell you want. Because guess what? Leonardo, you're going to play 2 games. If LeBron James stayed in the East, he would have played 2 games in Los Angeles. And those 2 games, it's 24 hours in a day. Even if you're a workout warrior and work 8 hours workout, you're not gonna work out 8 hours. You're gonna work out 4 hours. You got the game for 4 hours, so that's 8 hours. That means it's 16 more hours a day. You got 8 hours to sleep, and then you got 8 hours to do nothing. So if you want to make moves, you're gonna make moves. But I just have a problem with these people trying to tell these young men who are playing a game for a living to not enjoy the game. Because the point is, this is entertainment, for one. If we learn nothing else from Deion Sanders, this is entertainment. This is a game that should mean a lot to you, but at the end of the day, it is entertainment. And Joel Embiid is adding a whole lot of personality and entertainment to the NBA, things that we haven't seen since Big Shaq. And I really hope he never changes, because if he never changes, I do believe omitting health issues, he is going to be the best center since Shaquille O'Neal. I definitely enjoy the fact that he mentally terrorizes my man Drummond in Detroit. If y'all don't know, I'm a low-key Piston fan because Isaiah Thomas is my favorite player of all time. I met Isaiah Thomas as a shorty. You remember when I was 21, so I never stopped being a fan. But Joel Embiid and Drummond is going to be one of those rivalries that I hope never ends. Drummond is going to get. I think he just signed. Both of them just signed extensions, so it looks like both of them will be in the East for a very long time. So I'm just hoping they can keep that spar going. I hope it never gets physical to the point, where they get into a fight or anything. Because those are a couple big country homeboys, man. There's some big homies, man. I really just hope it stays inside the lines and never gets to the point whereas it turns into violence. Now, speaking of violence, controlled violence is football. And I'm going to go to college football right now. The college football landscape is getting tighter and tighter by the day. And what I mean by getting tighter and tighter by the day is this, man. We are looking at a situation whereas the national championship is going to get wide open. You're asking questions like, is Nick Saban the greatest coach of all time, or does he have the greatest players of all time? which I'm stuck in between. I'm a big time fan of Nick Saban. Then you got to ask the question: Urban Meyer is widely considered either equal to or the next best thing to Nick Saban. He's dominated the Big Ten since he got there, and he took the greatest L in the history of L's this weekend, losing to Purdue. Can he bounce back? The playoff situation is about to start being announced. The whole situation with Condoleezza Rice. How the hell do they have Condoleezza Rice on that panel? Look, I'm chauvinistic, y'all. I'm not really trying to hear that women doing things in football thing. I ain't scared to admit it, man. 5150 Nation, man. Y'all know, if y'all know who y'all what 5150 Nation is, y'all know what time it is. But the top 4 teams in the nation right now is Alabama, Clemson, the pussies at Notre Dame, and LSU. I'm a big fan of Coach Ed Orgeron. Orgeron is damn near hood. The reason I like Ed Orgeron, not because I think he's a great coach, but because I don't think he's a great coach. I like Ed Orgeron because the system don't like him. Mr. Charlie does not like Ed Orgeron. He does not like the way Ed Orgeron gets down. He's not polished. He's a good old boy. That's why I like Ed Orgeron. So I'm kind of low-key pulling for LSU. I don't like Notre Dame at all, but you got to get in the man respect. I've never liked Notre Dame. For whatever reason, people in Chicago seem to have adopted Notre Dame. But the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are figuring out ways to win, so you have to respect that gangster. Then you look at Clemson. Dabo Sweeney. I don't like the way he kind of like dismissed my man Kelly Bryant. Oh, he don't want to be here. I didn't like that, and I also didn't like the way he was talking that nonsense about the kneeling. Stay in your lane, homie. Stick to college football and shut the hell up. Just say no comment next time. But he got those 4 horsemen at the defensive line. They're doing the damn thing. And St. Nick. The question with St. Nick is this. The quarterback is awesome. He's on the pace to win the Heisman Trophy. I don't even think he's thrown an interception yet, if I'm not mistaken. The question is, what is he going to do in a tight game? Because even though Alabama is looking like the Roy Jones of college football right now, and what I mean by Roy Jones was always making very good boxers look average, and Alabama's making very good football teams look average right now. But what happens, to quote the great Mike Tyson, what happens when Alabama gets punched in the mouth? And I do believe that punch is coming in the form of the University of Georgia or LSU. LSU got a whole bunch of those country-fed homeboys down there, man. They're doing their thing, and they are on a crash course for Alabama. It's going to be very interesting because they are not afraid of Alabama. They see Alabama every year, and this is a team that could truly pose a threat. Some of the wild card teams are Michigan. Michigan got the homie, a.k.a. Jim Harbaugh, a.k.a. Khaki Pants, at Michigan. See, the thing is, Michigan has one of the better defensive coordinators in the United States right now. And even though it has produced 0, and I do mean 0 national championships, when you have a team just as big, just as deep, and just as fast as Alabama, this could be the test that they're looking for. The problem is, Jim Harbaugh has a problem beating Urban Meyer. Everybody loves Jim Harbaugh, and I do believe, as the host of the End of Bench, the University of Michigan football program is the most overrated football program in the United States of America. The reason I say that is, I don't want to hear about when Gerald Ford won the damn national championship. I'm talking about since the bowl season and things like that, since Bo Schembechler and all those guys. The University of Michigan has yet to win. They only have 1 national championship in that period of time. And I'm just shocked at the fact that these cats get all this smoke, like they run around here like Alabama win a national championship every 3rd day. I am a fan of Jim Harbaugh, but since that Fab 5 documentary that Jalen Rose put out, I refuse to root for the University of Michigan because they was talking all that stuff with the N-word, and running all that stuff around. I ain't really. I can, I understand. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I understand that there are racists throughout the country, and they are at every university. I'm just not gonna root for your university when you brazen enough to let me know that you don't like me. Now you can sneak diss me and talk up under your breath and all that, and that's cool, and we continue to cheer for you. But the moment I find out that you don't like me, I don't give a damn how long ago it was. I ain't dealing with you, and that's just the way it go with me. But I do like Jim Harbaugh. I do like the Michigan program, and I also like the University of Georgia. University of Georgia took an L a couple weeks ago, and Kirby Smart has the blueprint. He has Nick Saban's blueprint. See, the beautiful thing about the SEC is they're chuck with talent. They're chuck full of talent, and Kirby Smart not only has the best quarterback in the nation 2 years ago as a true sophomore, he is a true freshman quarterback, was the best quarterback in the nation last year. So this is a dude who has an abundance of talent. He has the same type. He has the Nick Saban game plan, and he's been successful. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for these teams, and the two wild cards outside of those teams are Texas and Oklahoma, which are going to knock each other off. Me personally, I like Coach Tom Herman and the University of Texas because they're using my man Charlie Smart, the only man in the history of sports that looks like his name should be Charlie Smart. Charlie Strong. Charlie Strong looks like a man named Charlie Strong. And so I got to support the brother, and I'm looking at his talent, but I do like Coach Herman down there in Texas, man. So keep an eye on those teams. You got the top four, which is Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and LSU, and the wild card teams, the teams that, if anything doesn't go perfect, you can also keep an eye on Michigan, Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma. The reason I'm kind of looking sideways at Oklahoma, you fired your defensive coordinator in the middle of the year. Coach Stoops was there almost 20 years. It's like his brother Bob. I don't know if that was the best move. The Big 12 plays very little to no defense, so I'm forced to say, why the hell did you fire this dude? And then when you say, why the hell you fired this dude, if the whole conference ain't playing D, how are you mad at this dude for not playing D? Which is kind of stupid at the end of the day. I'm going to finish off my Supreme Court in the NFL this week with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The top 9 and 9. The top 9, the Supreme Court of the NFL right now. We left off at number 5. Number 4 is the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins are a completely balanced team. They have a quarterback that will not blow a game for them. Check down Alex is a dude who he is 2K Brad Johnson. He's not going to win a game for you. He's definitely not going to lose a game. And when you got your defense hitting on all cylinders, and before that blood doping run wear off on AP, just kidding, AP. I'm just kidding, man. I kid. I joke. I kid. But AP is tapped into the fountain of youth and put himself in the conversation of comeback player of the year. They are doing the damn thing. The next team I'm going to give you is I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints I really don't trust, but I am going to put them at the number 2 team and number 3 team in all of football. The reason I'm put them at the number 3 team is sometimes Sean Payton falls in love with the pass, and he forgets that he has 2 of the better running backs, Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram, for his system. The last time we saw them using this 2-back system was with Reggie Bush and the Thomas boys, and they won the Super Bowl that year. The defense is getting the rest that I keep telling people. If you need to let your running backs use rest for your defense so you can salt the game over at the end and force teams into passing situations, which Sean Payton is going to do. And then it's church on the move. So they will be the next team I'm checking out. Another team, the San Diego, the LA Chargers are the number 2 team in all of football, if you ask me. The number 2 team in all of football is the Los Angeles Chargers. They started off kind of slow. You got Bosa being hurt. You got one of the best defensive backfields in the NFL. They got Melvin Gordon running his ass off. He's doing the damn thing. Melvin Gordon is a running back that nobody's talking about, but he's putting up big numbers. They got 4 wins in a row. Their record is 5.